really going to leave, aren't you?
Welcome to Pick Central, May 27th.
Actually, introduce me. I'd like to go give that a shot.
Why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at 230 pounds, 35 to 40, 6'4", the host of 6'5"?
Yeah.
Brandon fucking Walker.
All right, now do Marty.
Come on.
Okay. All right. So, hello. It is Pick Central. I am back. First of all, before we get started, I want to thank a couple of people. I want to thank Ben Mintz for filling in for me very, very capably yesterday and hosting the show. I'm sure it was a great show. I was, just right out in front.
I want to ask Jeff a question, too.
Jeff. Just covered up a sponsor.
He goes, yep.
No,
we'll take it away.
legitimately
When we get
just
there.
All right. No, I'll do the sponsor later. Yeah. But, hey, Jeff, how are you? Thank you to Ben Mintz for hosting yesterday. Fantastic stuff. Marty's here. I think he was 3-0 yesterday. Big Ev is here. He's hot. Ben Mintz, you hosted yesterday. Did that take away your gambling ability?
Look, it was kind of funny because I joked on the show yesterday about how you sometimes will give out 8 or 10 picks, and you're like, oh, the worst you can do is 3 and 5. And when it goes wrong, it really goes wrong. All-time historic bad night last night. I went from second, only a couple units behind Marty, to now fourth. And, you know, sometimes you eat the bar and sometimes the bar eats you. I got destroyed.
All right, so here's what we're going to get to today. We're definitely going to talk about
Whoa.
What's that?
Oh, I thought like 0-4 maybe.
No, he was
okay.
always
And I was doing really well. I was second. No, I'm still almost even for the
He
month.
was plus.
Like,
He was
7
6
There we go.
units?
Yeah, it was plus 6
Wow.
units, and now he's in fourth.
Yeah, just complete body bag last night, and I'm just here to just admit it and take it to the face because you are what your record says you are. There's no getting around or making excuses for that performance.
So, speaking of Mintz, you will be on the championship of the dozen tonight, and that's why Mr. Jeff D. Lowe is here. Before I get into all that, I got to tell you, we're going to talk about the Knicks and the Garden being on fire last night. We're going to talk about pouring popcorn on people, spitting on people perhaps, and have crowds. Now that they're back, it's awesome. Have they kind of lost their fucking mind?
Yeah.
I feel like crowds maybe forgot how to be crowds.
Probably.
Because the golf crowd, remember that they were a little too handsy the other day? We'll get to all that. I want to talk about that. Playoffs. Here, I'm just going to keep doing this topic until we talk about it. UFOs are apparently just real. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, no shit.
Adam Vinatieri retires.
Finally.
I was shocked to learn that he hadn't retired already.
Hey, I got something more shocking if you were Adam Vinatieri. I saw a clip today on Instagram. Scroll my Instagram feed. What network, his second career game-winning field goal, what network do you think he kicked it on? Where did it air?
Oh, I'm guessing the way you said it. Did it air on TNT?
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
You're the wrong person to ask.
I
that
remember Al McGuire and them doing
Crazy.
not Al McGuire, but
I totally
Dick
forgot about
McGuire.
that.
Yeah, Dick McGuire. Who was the announcers? Paul McGuire.
Yeah.
Paul McGuire
He did
and
some of
Dick
that football,
Stockton,
too.
maybe.
Crazy. But it just was so
Joe
weird
Theismann.
seeing
Joe
that.
Theismann for sure. Yeah, TNT used to have the Sunday night football games.
They had college games as well.
Yeah.
Seneca Wallace's really infamous run where he ran like 90 yards
For Iowa
a
State,
10-yard game was on TNT, I believe.
All right, so
My spray tan looks ridiculous.
I also want to talk about.
Oh my god! That
You
was
can
the first look I got
actually
at it.
just on that shot, you can see where it ends.
Yeah, you can definitely see where it is.
Look at that.
Oh, spray tan.
I can't be fucking tan. We're on this trip, and like this guy's tan. I can't look like I can't. I'm all pale and pasty.
Okay, well,
I've always wanted to do a spray
No
tan.
shame.
so
I don't think you should.
That's gonna
have
live
it.
on YouTube for years.
what's that?
This next thing we're about to do,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and outdoors,
It's a big thing.
look like a worm.
We're going to do MLB Power Rankings. We'll talk about Julio Jones and where he might land. Koepka Bryson. What's the best summer sporting event? We'll get to all kinds of shit. Also, during the show, my top 10 games, top 10 PS2 sports games will hit at 12:10 on the blog. So I want to plug
I have
that.
to ask Jeff a question. Do you and Spider have beef?
Spider gives like wants to start beef with me. It's the weirdest thing.
Why Spider?
He does.
Why you?
But like in private, we're like good friends. But then like I don't know. It was like today's shot was like people who it's not even him. People who complain about not having a trivia team, that's on them. You just have to make
That's
a team.
fact. You
just have to make
I
one.
texted you with 3 different teams.
Like that's how the misfits happened. Like that
Yeah.
just make the fucking team.
So tonight, the championship will be between 3 lucky-ass misfits and the Misfits. That'll be the championship game tonight. It'll nothing.
He didn't.
I mean, I'm just laughing. I just think, yeah, you're right, because how random our team is.
Yeah,
Our team is so random that you're not wrong.
So the big screaming honkers will face the Misfits, and immediately after the winner of that faces ZD for the Ultimate Galaxy Championship for
the
something.
Galaxy Championship.
The undisputed.
I
forgot
just-
the
about
undisputed.
that.
I still
New
can't-
layout being debuted tonight.
What's that?
A new layout for like how.
So the way we're gonna do it from now
how
on?
we're gonna do it from now
Because
on.
you did it on. You did it
Faces-
on.
Like faces are bigger, like huge boxes on the side. Questions are a little small. It just looks. There's like a score. The scoreboard from the tournament is going to be on the screen now. Like it looks really good. It's a thing that people have been like banging the door down for me to change, and I said I would. And like Network's debut when the Super Bowl happens.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, this is cool. Can do that.
go-
Yeah, it's like the first
uh,
season of The Simpsons. Homer. They all look different. And then the second season, they settle
Yeah.
into what they're gonna be.
Are you coming back in July? Or
Yeah,
August?
we have this trip, this high noon trip. Which sign up if you want to.
Yeah, sign up if you want to be a part of it. You could be a part of this high noon.
It's the
trip
next
with
reality
us.
show at the company, and you can be a
It's
part of
like-
it.
Ginormous reality show. I can tell you that. I don't. and
It's huge.
I'd love to tell you more. They don't tell me shit.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
So yeah,
you're just showing up, right?
It'll be back July because I'm not here for 2 weeks, and then we just we need time to need to reset. There's got to be an off season. You
deserve it.
You need to no. It's trust me. I am not taking a break. This is not like a vacation I'm going on. We need to plan for the next season.
No.
But also, I think I don't. You can't go 12 months in a row,
right.
and then you start to have people get sick of it.
Yes.
Which still may happen. We're doing 11 months in a row, but you still. I don't want people to get sick of it. That's the other thing too. You don't want to beat a good thing to death. So, yeah.
What about people that say it's just not as exciting since the experts went out?
Then those are dedicated experts fans.
No, it's just me.
No,
I'm
no,
the only
there-
person
strong fan base.
No, I'm the only person that said it.
no. There are people who they missed your energy. Again, there was like that theory that I like rigged it for Chicago to be out. Chicago's energy was sorely missed.
Yeah.
No offense to all the other teams, but no team matched their energy, and nobody matches your energy on that show. It's very exhausting.
Right.
Because like you're worried about everything.
Yes, you hate me being on the show, but you love me being.
I
on the show.
love it. Of course, I would never want
It's
you
tough
off
to
that show.
match Chicago's energy because no one has a White Sox Dave.
Also, they drink a lot.
Yeah,
That's true. That's
nobody
true.
does have a White Sox Dave. That is
That
true.
man is.
You guys have a good energy too, though.
Yeah, I like ours.
In fact, we're coming up. Are we coming up on a year of the infamous Chicago
The infamous
match?
Chicago match. Was it Memorial Day?
No, we recorded it Sunday night on Memorial Day. Remember? We were because they were complaining. It's a Sunday night for a holiday, and they were just drunk as skunks.
Yeah, because it wouldn't have been Labor Day because that was so much later on. Yeah.
It was definitely Memorial Day. Yeah.
Our year.
Yeah, year of that. The first match, the year anniversary of the first match was a while ago. Maybe that was Marty.
That was the first match.
Marty and Eddie.
People forget.
I don't even remember. He told me that last week, and I didn't even remember that.
Yep. People forget I
It
was
was
the
you
first.
two.
You
one.
guys had a lead on them.
I know.
But they had a good teammate, right? It was when we
Yeah,
were
Billy
still,
from Phoenix, one of our old radio
we
callers.
did like 4 episodes with Stoolies, and then we
and
kind
then
of
Big Cat. It was Big Cat, Roan, and Joey Molinaro.
and that changed it.
What's happening with your team?
Not sure yet.
Okay.
Still
There's a
on
lot
the
of
side.
free agents too.
Well, there's a
like
deadline
Rico's
there.
a free agent now.
By the way, and I'll say it now. Jeff Nadeau will not be on Team Minahan within a month.
Oh, like you think it's just gonna
That's my
break
prediction.
up?
He'll have a new.
I don't think
will
Kirk
be looking-
Minihane really knows about Jeff Nadeau. I don't think he knows.
I imagine that's what probably attracts him to Jeff
I
Nadeau.
think he
on
knows
the
about
team.
anybody at Barstool. Just knows to say our name every now and then to get attention.
Well, imagine
It's a
That's
shitty show.
true.
Like somebody just said, like, what if Rico just like anonymously sent Kirk the game footage of Nadeau playing KB?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Kirk is credit to him. He's used to playing with shitty players.
Yeah,
He's drug a lot of people
he's-
across the line.
I mean, again, no offense to Jared or Nadeau. I mean,
I
don't
have
know.
no problem if there's offense taken.
Kirk is with that team. Kirk is LeBron. People give Rico shit, but Rico played really well in their match. Kirk is LeBron 07 Cavs, but if it was LeBron and then the other 4 starters were all Sasha Pavlovich.
But then when he got to the tournament, he turned into LeBron for the 2011 Heat.
Yeah, he didn't have a strong performance.
Right. Where
He did not. Which he said he was terrible.
It happens. It happens.
But yeah, tonight it's an hour and plus episode because
So-
they're both at least 30 minutes, and then yeah,
So you got the trophy awarding ceremony. You got everything tonight.
you get the trophy. Whoever wins gets
The
the
MVP.
trophy. We hand out MVP. Yeah, hand out everything. So
All right.
I hope.
can't say more.
I can finally
yeah.
display that on my desk. Thank God.
I hope we win the championship because I feel like going up against Dave would be very, very interesting.
Every match has like, so it's Hank. You have Hank versus Dave. You have you versus Dave, which has been happening anyway. Imagine if it was like Reegs versus Dave. Is like that's like the fieriest thing in the office. I mean, everything is. We'll see.
Also,
I
for
think
the championship,
I'm not going to talk anymore because I literally
You're both
know
getting a little close.
we're getting way too close to like. I almost just said it again. So
well, it's just solely on the championship.
actually, I'm going to stop us from talking about.
Well,
it.
no, Coley and Hank have bad blood about the honker stuff.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing too. He
Hank
stole the name.
Yeah, Coley allegedly stole the honker's
We
name.
didn't allegedly do it. He stole it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not here to point the
No, you're a
fingers at our
third party.
captain.
Hank is literally honk.
Yeah.
Took it. But that's okay. It is very much okay. Great show. The last one for a while will be tonight.
As everyone expected, Honkers versus Misfits. That's the one that everyone said we spoiled. So
I was glad when I was saying all the stuff in the lead up to my match, and I was like, my show, and everybody was saying spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. I was kind of glad that I didn't win, so that you could just say, no, nobody spoiled it.
we had like 8,000 people, I think, submit a bracket. I think 12 people had the Misfits in the championship.
And they were all the Misfits family.
Yeah,
And Bailey Carlin.
Yeah.
Are
Was he
you
part of that team?
before we? Well,
was.
this will be the last thing. I'll let you go. Are you shocked that nobody really spoiled it?
No, I just no.
It's
I
really
am.
not hard to. It's not hard to not spoil it.
It's so easy to spoil, though.
Yeah, I
Like,
know,
when you
but
talk
it's
about
like
it,
that's.
I
just-
did walk by the Yak with the board yesterday,
really.
and they happened to be on a shot of Kate.
Oh, you had the board.
Like just so happened. And how often is that shot used? Almost never.
Yeah.
It's like it's this angle, and I walked down the stairs with the board, and you could. And so I guess people pointed it out, but if you really knew the colors of the bracket, you could have figured out who won last night's match.
That's
So I
insane.
really, I
if
don't even know
somebody
what a way
did.
to blow it that would have been.
no, people absolutely.
No, these trivia fans.
No,
are
I don't
fucking
like.
Nuts.
That's why like Jack Mack tweeted it, KFC tweeted it. I was like, the more we talk about spoiling it, it will happen. But I think if we just let it go, it's not going to happen.
well,
It-
it's
it
over
didn't.
tonight anyway, so we can talk about it.
Everyone was contacting me. Dave walked by the board that wasn't even filled. He's like, "Be careful." He's like, but I was like, "Oh well, it's not. It's filled in as we go." So everyone was very conscious of it.
Next show we have on Pick Central. Well, you won't be here for 2 weeks, but I'll get to talk about who won.
You
and
won't be
everything.
either.
I know.
Marty and I are going to be
The
hanging
next
out.
time we'll be
We're
here
going to be in
is
Austin together on
June
Sunday night.
14th. That is true. Sunday night in Austin.
Really going to Austin?
I'm going to see my family.
That sounds wonderful. Before you go off for 2 weeks of reality TV
I'm excited.
hell.
I don't know what to expect. I mean, Spider's going to beef me the whole time. It's going to get weird. It's going to get weird. The Spider thing's going to get awkward.
Everything's gonna get.
Yeah.
You see, y'all are going to Austin, Chicago, or I don't even know if it's.
No, yeah, no.
No,
it's,
it's
no, they've
it's
announced it. Nashville.
I'm just being careful.
Dallas, PCB in Florida, Nashville, Chicago, Jersey Shore.
PCB's so weird to go to. It'll be good, but it's just so weird.
yeah, it's going to be cool. It's like a big production. I went, whoa.
Let me tell you something. This production the idea started with me and Dana. Like, hey, you and Dana, do you want to go to
drink
these
with people,
cities and just drink?
basically.
And me and Dana are like, yeah, let's do that.
Well, Dana was going there for tornado relief anyway.
Yeah, of course. And then the second idea was me and Dana again, just being like doing actual events and like to interact with some stoolies. We're like, all right, perfect. And then they just like, yeah, you're on a reality TV show.
Now they got a host.
You could
And then a
drop
host. I'm like, what?
Got a host who's
I
getting a spray
wasn't.
tan.
I wasn't even. I didn't get a chance to say no.
Yeah,
Not
you
even
had
a
no option.
chance.
Yeah, if you could take these challenges and these games that they're gonna do, and you could drop them into Survivor, and nobody would bat an eye.
Oh wow!
All right. Well,
I'm excited to watch this.
good luck. Good luck.
I'm
to
excited.
Actually,
I'm excited to see if it even
give a
goes
fuck
well.
about you. Good luck to you.
You're
He's-
hosting it?
He's allowed to
Yeah.
fly though, which is nice.
Okay. All right. Last thing. I don't know. I help you behind the scenes of the dozen.
Mhm.
Question writing, planning, stuff like that. People don't know that. They don't give me enough credit. But
I was gonna say, what a fucking sentence that was.
You do that at 5
we're
a.m. before you work
you
out.
and me are the brain trust of the dozen. So as we go on the next couple of weeks, there should be like a free agency period, right? Where
There is.
Okay.
Was there a
It started-
transfer
it
portal?
Is it official
It
though?
apparently started today.
Have people
I'm gonna send an email out tomorrow
Okay.
to every team. So I think all the teams in the tournament, they all want to keep their teams. Kirk is different because
I'm 50-50, but yeah.
Kirk is okay. Kirk is. You've been like teasing me that for like 2-3 weeks. It hasn't landed yet.
No, I've thought about filing for free agency.
Okay.
You
Okay.
want to test the waters?
Just test the waters.
And what happens if no one picks you up?
Marty, did you watch the show? I'm Brandon fucking Walker.
Exactly. They don't want you on their team.
Yes.
I'm going to send an email out to teams that didn't make it. Again, Kirk's is different because he's had like movement on his team.
Yeah, he doesn't actually work here either. Yeah.
That's for you guys to hash out. I'm not gonna get involved in that. But I'll send out an email to like people like Ev's team and people who are free agents, Spider included. I hope Spider fucking plays.
Martin Archibald Mush.
Marty.
Hey, Terrence Ross is back in. He's off for the summer.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. So, and I'll be like, hey, you can either keep your team, or you can put new teams together. I think many people are free agents.
All right, so the dozen finale tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Also,
6
Paulie
Central.
D is releasing his way too early top 10 tomorrow morning as well.
Really,
That's,
Paulie D.
Big fan, yeah.
Big
Good.
F. Well, you
Paul
gotta.
Del Vecchio, like the
So,
Jersey Shore guy.
I swear to God, if I'm behind some of those teams you put me behind this year,
It's Paulie D.
Yeah, it's not Jeff.
I
Brandon,
don't
it's
make it.
Paulie D.
He's a fan of the show.
Big F. You
you
gotta at least talk
Yeah,
about.
I
your
do
team
wanna-
real
can we
quick.
get a little
I mean,
tease?
you got duped out of the tournament because of Joey Molinaro. I'm just gonna flat out say it.
It's not that.
And Za,
Joey was good though.
no, it's not that. Like,
but
I'm not.
he didn't give it. He just doesn't. You can't have a teammate that doesn't trust.
I think there's too much clash. There's no trust.
They don't fit.
No, I've said it. I've said it time and time again. It's we have two ISO players.
Yeah,
And we struggle with ball distribution, and I would like to test for agency. Like if there was a team, I'm open. I'm always open to talk. I'm always open for a conversation.
Terrence Ross is pretty good.
I don't think he's that open.
I'm
to
the
it, Marty.
coach. I'm the coach.
I'm
no
always open
player.
to have a
The
conversation.
GM more.
I'm the
I'm not just
GM,
signing
yeah.
every contract that's put in front of me, but I'm
I'm
open
gonna,
to talk to anyone.
I can't wait. I'm gonna put together a sick team, and I'm gonna be the
Like
best
people with
GM.
diseases or something.
It's just wait. I'm gonna put together.
You,
my team.
you want every stream in a suit
Magic
would
Johnson?
be amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
Suit and tie like in like a press box. Yeah.
And I'm gonna call like the when they double dip when they call.
Yeah.
if Marty dresses like a coach and calls the plays, that we've got something there.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm,
yeah,
I'm
he's-
down for that
That's
all
what
day. every
Frankie
day.
wants to do. Frankie said he doesn't even want to play. He's like,
If you wear a
I just-
visor,
Yes.
Frankie's like, I'm terrible. I think Frankie may end up playing, but he said like, I'll just be like the coach. I'll coach on lifelines. I know the show well.
well, I'm going to shout him out. I'm just going to put him on the spot right here. Foreplay is the great lost team. They got a fucking guy that went to Harvard. They should fucking play. Foreplay needs to play in this.
Apparently, he
went
said
to Harvard?
he might get Riggs to play.
Riggs,
He went to Harvard?
I love it. Yeah, I love that.
the Ole Miss of the North, you know.
yeah.
So, all right, good.
Okay.
The
thank you.
dozen tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern
And then
time.
make sure if you're in a state where you,
You
can
keep-
legally use Barstool Sportsbook app to bet the Shazay parlay. I mean, it's Pick Central.
You keep interrupting the tease, though.
I know,
Okay.
but it's Pick Central.
All right, pick Central.
Shazay parlay.
The dozen tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Check it out. You get 2 championship games for the price of 1, and we crown an Ultimate Galaxy champion tonight. Congratulations, Jeff. Well done.
Thank you. That's such a spin. 2 for the price of 1 Galaxy Championship.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, you fucked it up and you have to redo it.
See, I didn't even know they filmed the other one. Like I didn't know.
They
I
are-
didn't,
yeah.
I didn't even know the ZD match was filmed.
All right, so our favorite sports drink, Body Armor, which is now not covered up by that giant sign. Body Armor Edge, a new sports drink in caffeine. It's called Edge. It's got 100 milligrams of caffeine, 1,000 milligrams of electrolytes to keep you going through the last buzzer or finish line. It's got antioxidants, B vitamins, no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or dyes. It's more than a sports drink. It's Body Armor Edge. They've got the Tropical Chaos, the Power Punch, the Berry Blitz, the Orange Frenzy, which I guess somebody drank because it's no longer on the screen right there. And my water is just way over there, and I need it desperately. Again, 100 milligrams of caffeine, 1,000 milligrams of electrolytes. It is fantastic. It's on Amazon.com. It's at 7-Eleven across this country. Check it out, Body Armor Edge. All right. I'm going to lean forward and get my water, and you guys talk in that second and a half.
Well, I want to talk about the popcorn. The popcorn is what do you, you're smiling a little bit. What are your thoughts on it?
No, it's a scumbag move. If I'm like no,
All right,
no,
I
stick,
hate
no,
that shit, bro.
No, you can't like. It's
You can
honestly,
yell
and
at
I thought
them.
it's exactly what he said after the game. He's like, no one would walk up on the street and do that to me because they know what would happen.
Exactly, but there's also like you're allowed to yell. You're allowed to yell, "Fuck Westbrook, fuck Trae Young, you have bad hair, whatever." Talking's fine. When you start spitting or you start popcorn, bro, just stop being stupid. Like, just be like respectful a little bit.
Here's the thing. I guess I look at it. Some fans are like some people everywhere you go. Any grocery store you go to, some of the people in there are fucking assholes. If you go to a Subway, some of the people on the train are fucking assholes. And unfortunately, there's no asshole filter when it comes to going to sports games. So this has happened since the beginning of time, since the beginning of team sports. It sucks. It's something that probably should have evolved out of the game, evolved out of our society, but it's never going to. Some fans believe a ticket to a game is a license to treat other human beings like they're not human beings.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest piece of bullshit there is in the world.
That's exactly what it is.
Well, no, that's what I was gonna say. It's literally treating them like a zoo animal. Like it's you dump popcorn on them, and then the lion jumps up, but there's a wall there. There's like a fence.
Yeah.
It's like that's the way you're treating them, like in that moment.
Now, the popcorn is it's undisputable. So undisputed, indisputable. I'm going with that. But the spitting, so we don't really have a clear that he got spit on. Trae Young got spit on.
I think so. It seems like it.
We see the guy raised back. We don't see his head, and then there's some sort of
see
spitting projectile.
I think he did. I think
He spit on Trae Young.
Somebody spit on him.
That's
yes.
1,000 times worse than spilling popcorn.
You should go to jail.
agreed.
Yeah.
Literally
Yeah.
jail.
Or no, you shouldn't go to jail. You should be walked to a back room and Trae Young allowed to walk into that room with you and just beat the living
Dude,
shit out of
it's-
you.
Spitting is one of those, like, once you spit, like, whatever happens after that, like, I'm not going to have any sympathy for you.
Spitting is the most dismissive thing
Yeah.
you can do.
So
to a
demeaning.
human being.
I'd rather get punched in the face than get spit on.
Yeah, because
100%.
if I get punched in the face, I might take a step back and be like, all right, am I going to fight this guy? If I get spit on, we're fighting.
Oh,
the
yes.
fight is happening. It's man.
But you're right. They're human beings. Just because they're good at basketball and you're a fan that paid to get in doesn't mean that you have the right to fucking again, scream at them all you want. That's being a fan. You can talk shit against the other guy on the other team. It doesn't matter. But once you get to that point, that pisses me off. Just so they can get of like their viral clip,
You'll get it.
pisses me off.
Yeah, it is. It opens a larger conversation. We'll get to the Knicks, what actually happened in the game in a second. But so the last week or two, crowds have really been back. And I noticed it with the PGA. Like, it was fun to watch, and it was interesting, and it was different, and it was like, wow, this crowd's so back. But, like, they were getting really close to Phil. They were getting really rambunctious with Koepka, and they were above and beyond the golf crowd usually is. And now you have all these incidents. There's been like a ton of fights in the stands over the last week.
Baseball
fans
too,
are
yeah.
going
Yeah,
nuts.
tons.
I guess it's just that like people have been caged up for too
That's what
long,
it is.
and
That's what it is.
they're getting out and they're just releasing. But it's like, whoa,
Did
everybody
you-
take a break.
Did you know back in the day of golf when the winning putt would happen, they would jump like right when it went in?
I saw the clip that you saw.
You saw it? They would fuck. So like when he's about to win, he putts it. It's about to go in the hole, and right when it goes in, you see about 8 to 9 people dive and jump to try and get the ball. Like
Right
back
into
in
the
the
hole.
day.
What?
Yeah, it was nuts.
It's
Wow.
an incredible clip.
Wait,
yeah.
like from the hole? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah,
All right,
I try to get it from the
okay,
hole.
All right. So I'm putting, right? And the hole's Marty's shoe. And I putt, and the ball's rolling, and 5 guys would dive at Marty's shoe right now.
Yeah, like
from the crowd.
they
They
let
would
it
run
go
in.
in. They let it go in the hole, but
Holy fuck.
but dude, you almost gotta find it. It's such a crazy
It should
thing.
be easy. I think it was the 1937 U.S. Open or something. A clip.
I'll
from
look
that.
it up after this. But
It's,
that's
it's-
fucking
it's
wild.
I feel like in live music, you still see that with like the bands will leave a set list on the stage, which is the list of the songs they play, and fans are doing that a little bit. But it's the closest I've ever seen to that.
How many have you ever stolen a playlist from a concert?
Yeah, I've got a couple. back in 2011, when I was on the front row of a lot of shows, I snagged a couple.
Snagged a couple of
In my-
playlists.
in my-
Are
in
they
my-
laminated or are they just sheets?
They're sheet. I should laminate them, but they're just white sheets, and they just write what they're gonna.
You have a couple. How many you got?
I've only got like 3.
Okay. Panic.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So he needed
Oh
it.
no.
When's your what?
So, New York, the return of more NBA fans to our arenas has brought great excitement and energy to start of the playoffs, but it's critical that we all show respect for players, officials, and our fellow fans. An enhanced fan code of conduct will be vigorously enforced in order to ensure a safe and respectful environment for all involved. And it says that the Trae Young chants seemingly violate NBA's code of conduct.
Nope.
See, now that's stupid.
That's
Well,
bullshit.
see, but that's what
that's
you can't-
overcorrecting.
But it's not even. I'm not even worried about that. They can't control that.
No.
Yeah, you can't stop
Like
control-
once 15,000 fans in the Garden start chanting "fuck Trae Young," what are they going to kick everybody
You
out?
can
No.
control the
I
popcorn.
guess what they'll
and-
control there is not passing out the sheet saying this is what we're going to chant.
Yes.
Well, first
they
of
will.
all,
Yes, that
guys, that was sad.
Trey is balding. That's a terrible chant.
That's sad. Giving out
Yeah.
giving out the what to say is sad. There's 30,000 gabagools in there. You'll figure out what to say.
Yes,
I
you
think-
will.
I think setting up a chant is sad.
Trey is balding. I think by itself is fine. I agree. It's not hand out notes good.
Bro, that's like high school,
you
like
could
where
just
you hand out notes.
Like
we're
you
all
said,
gonna
a
do
few,
this.
a few,
Yeah.
a few student nods. Just start yelling. Trey's balding.
And you're gonna
the
get
entire place
together.
will start
It's
yelling.
not
it.
that's hard. I hate planned fucking. Didn't like Bill Simmons do that shit or something?
Yeah, probably. I don't. Isn't Duke like the king of that though? Duke basketball. I feel like they
I do.
practice it.
They give out like about what their girlfriends' names are. But
Yeah,
again, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't hate that.
It's
It's
funny.
kind of funny.
It's
I-
funny.
I think
I
I
like
saw-
people that do research. Like I love hearing stories about like cornerbacks who would do like research on like the receivers, whatever. Like I think that I love that.
things that'll upset them.
I think it's
Love
funnier. I don't know why I think it's funnier in college. It actually should be worse. But the thing is, like Trae Young just dragged his nuts all over the Knicks in the first game, and then you come back with Trae is balding. Like, yeah, it'd be better than that.
Well, I mean, the fuck Trae Young was still there.
Yeah. But forget about the crowd. The actual game. I mean, the Knicks for 2 quarters looked like this might be a sweep. They looked like they were
Trae
just,
Young went nuts first half.
they were going to be the Knicks, and they weren't going to. But in the second half, that team, the city, the building caught on fire, and it was Derrick Rose
Unbelievable.
playing out of his mind.
Unbelievable.
Obi Toppin with a big play. Julius Randle played a lot better. He was awful in the first half. So what it had to be something for your Knicks fan heart to see that.
At halftime, I was in my emotions were all over the place. I was just sitting like watching like Randall had I think 2 points at that time, maybe or he might just hit 2 free throws. He was 0 for 6 from the line. We were just so I've never seen a team so out of sync on offense.
Yeah.
Like they just had no rhythm, just no idea what they were doing at
Everything
all.
that made him good in the preseason, in the regular season, with Randall like doing what he did, and when that's off, they were off. But they got it right.
His shooting had gotten so much better this year. Like so many of those shots that he was hitting all year just weren't falling. And I think they were getting too caught up in trying to they couldn't figure out how to work around it. And just how D Rose even the first half played well too. I mean he just played well the whole game.
Yeah.
He's been just this the
Are
guy just
you
been setting the ship.
a little nervous that he played so many minutes.
Played 39
no,
minutes, right?
No,
No,
he's good. I'm not too worried about it. This
is.
is a big this is just a playoff run. We don't need it for a couple months. We need it for just a few games.
Don't need him for a long time. Need him for a good time.
That's what I'm saying. And I think he's just ready for it. I can just see his whole mentality. He's just kind of taking over even as the alpha of the
Well,
team.
he's always been a dog.
For sure.
And he gets in this environment, and then he has to have that mentality that he's still one of the top players in the world. He's not one of the top players in the world, but when he gets on the court, I believe he thinks he's one of the top players in the world, and he has the ability to go inside there and get it and change things like he did last night.
why doesn't he start?
Well,
just got a spark plug thing. Well, that was the big change. Literally all year long, they start Alfred Payton playing for 3-4 minutes, then put in D Rose. Well, at least once D Rose got traded the Knicks.
Alfred
midway through
Payton
the season.
should play 0
And
minutes.
then they were doing it. Tibbs is doing it every single game. I guess just the first game, but all season in the play and putting Alfred Payton for the second half too. This was the first game he finally switched it up, took Alfred Payton out, put D Rose in the starting lineup for the second half, and that was one of the best quarters of basketball the Knicks played all year long.
Peyton, he should never play a minute.
No,
He played,
ever.
He
He's
played,
awful.
5 minutes last night.
He
stinks.
Because he played the first 5 minutes, they took him out. He never went back in.
Shouldn't it?
He should not play at all.
Ev, you talk
At
about being
all.
shook. The Atlanta Hawks scored 35 points total in the second half. They couldn't get. I mean,
what's
they
his
were
name?
shook in the
The Hawks coach should be fired.
Yeah, they said
McMillan.
Middle of the game, fire him.
you want to fire everybody.
I mean, the guy.
You don't want
How do
anybody
you
to play?
not put
No, I
Trae Young
understand.
in
I
there?
understand what you're saying.
we were on such a run, man. I think we went on a 30-8 run in the third, at beginning of the fourth quarter. I mean, it was just I was at halftime. I was so scared.
Yeah.
I was if Randall, if he just does this all series, I was like, what the fuck are we gonna do with this guy?
See, I didn't even see fear in Knicks fans. I thought I saw all right, we get to the playoffs, and then we're just going to be this.
Well, that's
Good
it. Like
season,
so much
but-
of my thing, I was like, it's gonna if we can just go out here and just get swept.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like everything was for nothing.
Yeah.
Knicks fans they were blaming the jerseys too. They were blaming
The
the
jerseys
black
were
Well,
jerseys.
see, I was the one not because we have a little group chat like me, Hubs, KFC, and Clement. We were talking about it. Like he immediately hated them, KFC. Me and Hubs were saying they played so well in those. If you watch, like they played so well in those jerseys. That big run we went on to kind of end the season, they wore the blacks pretty much every home game.
I have a take about that. Teams have too many jerseys now. Teams have too many
I
jerseys.
think they should have 3.
You get in the playoffs, the Knicks should look like the Knicks.
Yeah.
Especially in the playoffs. I saw a Twitter graphic yesterday saying this is what NBA uniforms look like since Nike got the contract. And, like, some teams had, like, 16, 18 uniforms.
Yeah,
The Jazz literally have a uniform for every color of the rainbow.
that's
like,
too much.
The teams don't look like teams anymore, especially like the Jazz. You never know what they're going to wear. And the Hawks, too, they wear a lot of different colors.
Like the Knicks should be wearing their whites. I think.
Yes. In the Garden,
And
I mean,
then
it's
they
classic.
or at least orange.
Use the
We wore the Blues.
Patrick
We
Ewing
wore the Blues
uniforms.
the first game.
I I'm not an anti-black uniform guy. I think it's nice to pull out of the closet every now and then. But like your first 2 playoff games look like the Knicks.
Oh no, I definitely think the other jerseys are nicer, but I'm just telling you, this year they won in those black.
Is that
jerseys.
a get off my lawn take? Is that an old man yells at clouds take?
No, I don't hate it.
I think they're nicer jerseys.
People,
Kobe just nodded his head.
it is
vigorously.
a take that people will take it as that, but I do like when teams just wear their jerseys.
Yeah, it's almost like a nice change of pace when they wear their jerseys.
Yeah,
They wear
it's-
their normal
I
jerseys.
think you should have your home and aways, and then you have that alternate just to spice it up a little bit. You don't need
Like
the
the NFL has
6
the
to
color
9.
rush.
Yeah, that's like just something.
It's not an old man take.
That's
guys.
an old man take.
I don't think.
It's
Brandon,
fun.
I'm close to your age, and I agree with you.
It's an old man
I
take, but
think
I
it's too
agree.
much.
I mean, the Knicks. I guess they only have they don't really wear the orange. Like it's literally white, but those black ones this year they wore them a lot, way more than they normally would. Wear like an alternate.
It's like some teams I don't even know what their primary jersey really is anymore. I'm trying to think of an example. I think Utah's a good
No,
example.
the Jazz is definitely the example.
Yeah.
Because now they have jerseys that literally. I mean,
Phoenix,
now
too. Phoenix wears a lot
I
of
was
jerseys.
just gonna say Phoenix. Those Valley jerseys.
Yeah.
They have a jersey that basically looks like the same as one of the Jazz jerseys.
Yeah.
Don't the Heat also
The
too?
Heat wear a lot of them.
The Heat. I like the Miami Vice jerseys though. I'm a fan.
I do too. Baseball is the only one that stays true.
I think football does. Football only has like, yeah, but baseball
Because
stays
college
close.
football changed. Like NFL.
Oregon's what started the whole
Yeah,
thing.
Oregon
Yeah,
has-
NFL stays pretty. Most teams stay pretty true to form.
Except when they do that like the Steelers with the bumblebee uniforms at one
Mm-hmm.
time.
I'll say like the Giants literally only wear blue and white ever, literally ever.
Yeah, they always
When we
have.
were real young, they wore red like once a year.
I kind of
and
like
those-
the red.
They were. I wasn't crazy about the red. I just felt like we looked like the Cardinals, especially at that time. They
I
were, like,
remember
the same color.
Yeah, I remember the red. I remember the Tiki Barber Reds. Yeah, I guess NFL does stay the closest, and baseball stays relatively close. Hockey, I don't watch enough to know what they do.
Hockey now they wear white when they're when they're away. I don't get that.
Well, it's every. I feel like every league's different because like baseball, you wear like whites at home. Basketball, I think most they do. Like then football, you wear your colors at home.
Yeah.
But then you have like the Cowboys, like the football team wears white at home. Like you have those random
LSU
teams.
wears white at home.
LSU
Yeah.
goes different than everybody else.
Mhm.
So this weekend, NASCAR is heading home to the Charlotte Motor Speedway. That's NASCAR is headquartered in Charlotte. It's one of their crown jewel tracks, and it's one of their biggest races. It's the Memorial Day race. The Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Zero Block 30 crew was there a couple of years back. They'll have we'll have the Barstool truck in the NASCAR Truck Series this weekend. It's a major race on the NASCAR schedule, a very patriotic event that the industry rallies behind. A race that delivers great action. The Barstool Sportsbook will have plenty of great exclusives this weekend, great bets. Betting on NASCAR is one of a kind. It's fun. You can do it live. It's incredible. I'm going with Martin Truex at a place where he's won many times before. Marty's going with Chase Elliott. I don't know about the boys. They might have some picks later. But, yeah, that's what I'm going with. So that's it. A lot to bet on with NASCAR. Stay tuned for our picks later this week. Nope, shouldn't have read that because we just gave you our picks for this week. No Pick Central tomorrow. I don't know if you guys know that. This is the last Pick Central until Tuesday. So we're off tomorrow. Office is closed. Office is closed on Monday. This is our last show of the week. Again, Coca-Cola 600 Charlotte Motor Speedway this Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox. I'm going to stay on basketball just for a second. And Marty was talking to me actually off show about something. I think we started on Walk the Line. But he believes we are headed straight. And he said it on this show many times. straight towards Lakers Nets, and you haven't wavered from that belief no matter what's happened so far.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna. I think it's no question.
I guess my discussion question on that is this: if one of them makes it, who do you guys believe is more likely to make it to the finals, Lakers or Nets? I say Lakers.
I say Lakers as well.
I say Lakers because the Nets, their road is going to get progressively harder. They're going to handle Boston, but Milwaukee is playing some damn good basketball. Milwaukee and Brooklyn is going to be one hell of a series. And then whoever survives that takes on Philly, who I think will be in pretty good shape.
So we were going through it yesterday where the Suns are I think after this is their series, the Lakers. If they win this, I think it's easy going.
Look at it. I
think so too.
The Paul shoulder injury.
This is the hardest series.
Chris
they'll have.
Paul,
you're right.
getting
The
hurt.
Nets, and the Nets with Milwaukee and if we're thinking what's going to happen, it's going to be Milwaukee and Philly. That's tough. That's way tougher than what the Lakers have in front of them.
I got to talk to one guy in the chat, and then I'm going to continue this. Dylan Flyer, you piece of shit pussy. Quit typing in all caps. I'm not going to talk about hockey if you keep saying talk about hockey. If you keep saying, oh, is it just the NBA show in all caps, you're annoying everybody in your fucking all caps. Shut the fuck up, or I will never talk hockey again. Marty, continue.
Yes, I just think that when the Nets, everything with the Nets.
Put the camera on me real quick. Thank you. Dylan Flyer, fuck you.
Very easy not to talk about hockey in this group.
Yes,
Very
yes.
easy.
We can very easily not talk any hockey.
I swear to God.
With the Nets, when you have those three and when you have Joe Harris and everyone's like, well, they have one bad shooting night, like kind of when people were talking about Alabama in basketball where it's like they only shoot threes or whatever. They have the three best scorers pretty much in the NBA.
Certainly three of them, yeah.
And Joe Harris, who's going to be an unbelievable shooter, it doesn't matter. Like, 3 of the 4 could have a bad night, and you could still compete. I think they are going to – the Nets are just way too hard to stop. I just think that it's going to be the both of them, and it's going to be a good series.
I like the Lakers' chances because I do think they're going to beat Phoenix. And once they beat Phoenix, I just don't know. Next round, they would be up against the Nuggets or the Blazers, I believe.
Probably the Blazers.
I just don't see how they're not going to handle that team.
I think they match up with both those teams.
I think they're both cake. I mean, I think they win at 5.
And the Lakers, to me, are like a kind of a rolling ball, like a rolling snowball. Like right now, they're kind of getting going, but once they start getting rolling downhill, they're going to get bigger and better and badder, and it's just going to be they're going to march through the West. But I think the Nets are going to be tested a lot. I think Milwaukee is going to be able to match up with them pretty good. I don't know. Yeah. I know they've got great scores. The Nets have great scores, 3 of the greatest. They still don't really play defense.
Yeah, but it's almost like what we're talking about. Like, I don't know. It's a stupid thing I'm going to say, but like Alabama's, we're like they don't need defense. Like their defense in college football. Like if you can score that many points, you can't stick with
I understand what you're saying.
No, their defense is that they just score 140 points.
Yeah, defense is you can't keep up with them.
You have to keep up with us. It does. We'll let you score 120, but we're gonna score 140.
And like he said, it's almost impossible for Kyrie, Durant, Harden to all have a bad night at the same time.
He brought up one guy, which I don't know about you, but every time I watch the Nets, I don't think I've ever seen Joe Harris miss a shot.
Oh, he never does. He's unbelievable.
If he gets a shot, if he gets a three-pointer off, I am shocked when it doesn't go in. I don't know if I've ever seen it not go in.
Think about when you put him on the court with those 3 guys, like all he's getting is open looks.
Just space
like
on
just
space, yeah.
Space.
And
like
with
he's just gonna be by himself.
The Bucks, they just give me those vibes like every year. Like they're always good, but then they just choke in the playoffs, and it's like, all right, you got Chris Middleton, you got Giannis. First of all, I turned on NBA TV the other night, or it was TNT. It was like, yeah, the Milwaukee Bucks and Chris Middleton take on.
Yeah,
that's just not.
Yeah.
It's just you say Giannis. You say Giannis.
He did hit a buzzer beater to win Game 1.
I know, but you say Giannis. You don't say Chris
Honestly,
Middleton.
I think it's kind of funny because think like when it's crunch time, like I want a bucket or like a last shot.
It's Chris Middleton.
It's Middleton. Like it was a tie game with under 24 seconds left. Like they're holding for the last shot. It's the ball, Middleton in isolation.
I just think
that's the play they draw.
I just think I don't think they have that because who's their third?
Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday, who's been banged up a bunch this year.
He's been banged up. I just think the Nets match up so well with them. Like with Giannis and like having KD with that, it's just I think it's over.
I believe with the Nets not having a good defense, a matchup for a nightmare would be if they had a guy who was just a killer offensively. If the next team had a killer like a Steph or like a LeBron when he wants to be, like a KD, Giannis really isn't that guy. Like, he's gonna get 30, but the 30 points that come like methodically. He's not gonna get to the fourth quarter in a 2-point game and go off for 19 points. He's not gonna just like. He's not that guy. He's not Kobe.
Well, because I think in the fourth quarter, shit tightens up where, like, he's not just going to one dribble from the 3-point line and just dunk it on you.
No, not
shit,
at all.
like, fourth quarter playoffs, shit tightens up in the paint.
I think the Nets. I think the hardest. I think the Sixers match up obviously the best with them. I think with Embiid.
I think the Sixers are sneaky.
And the Sixers have home court too.
That plus 600 on the Barstool Sportsbook app we offered in Pennsylvania was so good because I liked him at plus 300. I think they're going to be a very tough out.
I like what y'all mentioned too. The Nets-Bucks series is going to take a lot out of somebody, and the Sixers should be kind of waiting on that.
See, the thing with I think I said it like last week that a team like the Sixers, it's always when you don't expect it.
So, yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it's just always like those years. Like, it's like finally once you quit on a team, that's when they break through. I've been the same as Marty all year. I've said all year I think it's going to be Nets, Lakers. I still believe that, but I could see that series end up being like a 6-7 game series.
Yeah.
If the idea of the Lakers didn't exist, like if they got eliminated, the West becomes fascinating. You could see, like, if the Lakers didn't exist, I could see the Blazers winning the West.
That was the first team when you said it. That was the first
with
team popped in my head.
with the two best combo of guards out there, with Dame, who probably is somebody good enough to have a title in his resume. I could see the Suns winning the West if the Lakers didn't exist. Jazz, I don't know. They're like the Bucks. They're in that prove it mode where like you've had a good record for a while, but you really don't do anything when it really counts. So, but if the Lakers go out against the Suns, I think the West becomes very wide open, very fascinating, and must see TV. It's must see TV regardless. But
I think Jamal Murray on the Nuggets, him playing is that I really like the Nuggets.
I know it's a shame because when they got Aaron Gordon to be the fourth guy, because
Exactly.
he could just do so much well, and you don't need him to score 20 a game. With Porter emerging with Murray and Jokic, they were. I mean, it's a shame he got hurt.
One thing, I don't know if you guys talked about it yesterday, but how about the Mavs just taking it to the Clippers?
Oh, I mean,
I love it.
Clippers are dead. That's how I see it. They're dead.
The way I look at it, the Clippers are. No matter how they play in the regular season or how they're looking, they still are always going to have the best player on the floor in Kawhi Leonard, right? Well, I don't think that's the case anymore. I think Luka is just, even with stars on the floor, with Paul George and with Kawhi on the floor, Luka's the best player in that series.
I said that yesterday. I said I watched the game. He was without question the best player on the floor.
I mean,
and Kawhi he had like over 30. He played a good game.
And the Clippers are a couple of great players and then some role players playing basketball together. The Mavs are one great player, and every planet and star revolves around him, and they buy into it, and they know, and it's fun to watch.
And another thing about the Mavs, Carlisle, hell of a coach.
Yep.
Hell of a coach.
Hell of a coach.
Yeah, and I think that's a big asset.
NBA champion coach, right? Yeah.
Sure,
With the 2011 Mavericks.
He's got to be the longest tenure now besides Popovich, probably.
Probably.
I find it crazy that Luka's only 22.
Well, I mean, Luka and
older.
Trae Young are both 22, 23, somewhere in there. You know whose age is crazy? I mean, Giannis still isn't very old. He's still
like 25
or 26. There's a lot of great fucking young players.
So many. It's crazy. Kristaps is just on the Mavericks, and it's like he's a second thought.
You want to know who even
Hardaway's playing well, too.
I was just going to say that
balling.
Hardaway's been unbelievable for them as a scorer.
He was good on the Knicks.
He was.
Luka is nowhere near as good as Kawhi. Well, then, Cade, you don't watch the fucking games. I'm sorry. Kawhi's a great player. And,
I think Kawhi is better.
At his
I think
best,
he's had a better career. I'm saying right this second, give me Luka. Right this second, right now.
I
I'm not talking resumes.
All I know is this. They played 2 games in the series, and Luka's working his ass.
Sure. I still think I go with Kawhi right now. That's just my opinion. I think I go with Kawhi. But, yeah, Luka's – you can't – to say it's not like an argument you could have is stupid because Luka's been dying.
Of course you can argue it, but I'm just saying I think the argument everyone always makes for Kawhi is how good of a defender he is. I mean, like Brandon, Luka's giving him the sauce right now.
Yeah.
I like saying that. Luka's giving him the sauce.
Yeah, but you can't say it like you.
I can say it.
No,
You're not cooler than me,
definitely
Big Av. You're not cooler than me.
I'm just younger. It's not even like I am cooler than you, but
you're not cooler than me.
Say it again, Brandon.
You're not cooler than me, Big Av.
No, not that.
you could say that again because it makes you sound just so not cool.
Luka's been giving Kawhi the sauce. That sounds like he's been feeding him.
It's upsetting.
Sounds like he gave him some
You
spaghetti.
almost made like there was like a slight comma.
Well, how'd you say
Hey,
it?
Luca's been going in and out
Oh, so
on him in
Luka's giving him the
California.
sauce.
Give him the sauce. Okay, that was bad.
Yeah, it's both upsetting.
I tried.
Marty, your turn.
No, them
Oh,
too. I don't say it. I know what I could say. I don't even know how to. What'd you say? Lucas and giving them the sauce.
That's what he
well,
said.
I said it.
I made a lame In-N-Out burger reference that I thought would be funny. That was just horrendous.
I've never eaten it in and out.
Speaking of not cool, Brandon's not allowed at the Barstool party for a reason. It's going to be a cool place. Go $250. Bet you can go and you can get paid to go to a concert, open bar. Go do it if you're in the 4 legal states where the Barstool Sportsbook is at.
That's
Just
Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, and Pennsylvania.
Just take the Lakers -7 tonight. It's just do it, and you could go to the concert for free.
And not just any concert. Machine Gun Kelly and Diplo.
And Diplo, open bar.
open bar.
too.
That's why I feel like people
concerts don't have open bars.
I feel like the people and anyone complaining about like 250 too high, whatever. I don't like an open bar with those like huge acts.
Dave's
massive
gonna be there.
party,
Big
and
Cat's
like
gonna
or
be
it's
there.
also regardless say gambling is gambling. You might just win $250 and get a ticket.
Yeah.
So
Like it's a no brainer.
you're going to be there. Rico's going to be there.
Me, Glenny,
Dana,
Rico, Dana,
but not me.
Dave,
Or me.
Not me.
Dave, Dan. I think that TikTok guy's going. Griffin Johnson.
That TikTok guy.
Josh
Oh,
Richards.
they're going?
Yeah, I don't know if Josh is going. I know Griffin's going. He's from Indiana.
Oh shit.
Huh.
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 Now that guy, he's cool.
Pick up the
He
box.
literally was like, yeah, I could get 200 girls there tomorrow.
Really?
That's
I think you can get way more than that.
yeah, that's
That's
just
probably got
like,
like 20 million TikTok followers.
yeah, and from Indiana.
All right, so we're going to get to picks. We're going to do picks in just a minute. We'll do the picks a little early today. Don't ever do that again.
Brandon,
Marty.
do it.
I did it for your TikTok
Yeah,
that
do
time.
it.
Do I have to say it too?
Yeah.
Jeez. Is that good?
Beautiful.
See? Cooler than you, Big F. We're putting our pets on 888 CBD with U.S. grown hemp extracts and high-quality formulas. Their products are winners. When the stakes are high and life gets hectic, there's nothing better than reaching for an 888 CBD product. 888 CBD is a game changer. They carry a variety of CBD products to choose from, and all of them contain exceptional ingredients and even come in convenient packaging. Try some deliciously different fruit chews and vegan gummies, perfect for taking with you on the go. Or try one of their premium topicals like CBD Deep Relief Cream. What are you saying?
I'm mouthing it into the camera, Brandon.
Subliminal messages.
Yeah.
That's not subliminal. Even better,
Selling this
888 CBD offers free shipping on all products and a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. Head over to 888cbd.com to find an exceptional CBD experience for you. Use the code PICS at checkout and receive 25% off your entire purchase. 888cbd.com. Look how happy he is holding the CBD.
Good stuff.
All right, Marty, you are leading, and you led the way last night. I believe you went 3-0, and you are
Leaded.
up. Huh?
Leaded?
Led it. Yes, Marty leaded us. He was 3-0 last night. He is now up 14 units on the month,
Let me tell you something.
which means two things. One of two things is going to happen. You are going to finish in the teens up on the month for the first time ever in the history of the show, or you will have the most epic collapse in the last 4 days of anybody ever.
That is a fact, especially because it's Memorial Day weekend. I'm not going to be probably researching or actually looking at some picks more than I am right now. But you know what? Let me tell you something. When you're winning in gambling, what a delight your
It's
life
really,
is.
it's a different.
It is such
Oh,
a
it's the
treat.
best.
It's a good way to live life.
Everything's just a little sweeter.
Everything. You wake up in the morning, like, holy shit, like I'm rich,
You
and
s-
like
you
this
You
is.
checking the odds in the morning too.
Yeah,
the
you
first thing
check odds like, oh, this is an easy
Confident-
game.
He's like,
Yeah.
I'll probably
Confidence
win this
gets
one.
it's so funny
When you don't,
how in gambling it's like if you can do well for like 2 years and bad for 2 weeks and you can't remember the 2 years, but then when you do bad you can't remember ever winning. It's
winning.
like
And
such a
then-
short-term
Yeah,
thing.
you're not second guessing yourself on picks. You're like, oh, fucking Lakers tonight, bang, that's it. Like I don't even give a shit.
You sleep so good, like it's everything.
Oh, you sleep
Everything.
so nice, dude. Yeah.
So
what
you're
were we
up.
saying?
I
Oh,
was
I'm
just
up.
leading you. I was leading you off, and then you went off on your own tangent about how great your life is.
Yeah,
now.
it's so nice right now.
All right, so go ahead.
Lakers -7. I think the square bags like Colby in the back will be like, oh wait, the Suns are getting +7. That's so many points, and the Lakers win by 10 tonight. Portland, that was a cheap shot for the guy leaving. I'm sorry, Colby.
That was just mean. Come on.
Portland -4 tonight. Mets game 1, Yankees game 1, and Cardinals. I do feel for Rico and Big Ev because their bets would have hit last night, I believe.
For sure.
Okay.
The special ones, the all New York.
The bridges and tunnels and chopped cheese.
Yep.
Uh,
And the tip bet tonight is the Blazers and the Bucks. Last night it hit.
What's the juice on that? Or what's the-
I think they're pricing it at +260.
okay.
I mean, winning 2 tips +260 is all I'm about. And when it hit last night, Big Ev texted me. It was just like, it felt so nice.
Congratulations.
It's nice. Literally a second into the game, a winner.
A second.
Big F.
All right, I got the Bucks -2. I'm on the Blazers as well. Love Dame at home in the playoffs. I got a couple. They already started. Like the Mets game 1 already started. I got the Mets. I'm on Phillies Marlins over 7. I'm on White Sox -1.5. Auto bet on lefties. Cardinals, and then I got the dog of the day, Tigers +150.
Okay.
Ooh, going
Against it's at 1. It's against the
Bieber.
It's Bieber against Boyd though. Boyd's been real good this year. Give me the Tigers at home.
Marty, just somebody brought something up on chat, and I kind of want to ask the question myself. Where's the parrot?
Florida.
With your parents?
Yeah.
Was that their bird the whole time, or was that yours?
Yeah, it was. I got that bird when I was in 6th grade, and I can't have a bird in my.
So he's living
apartment.
a nice life down in Florida.
He's so happy. He doesn't live in because he used to live in literally in a dark room in my.
Does he have
house.
an outdoors area that he can go to?
Yeah, he has nice outdoor. He's chilling in Florida. I was gonna move to Florida before. I was 2 weeks away from moving to Florida.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Then this whole thing.
You can
came.
still do it if you'd like.
No, I'm good.
Please?
I'm good.
All right, so I will go next. I got Bucks -1.5 against the Heat. I just think the Bucks are just they're clicking. They're clicking. They got their one win that the Heat could have stolen the first game, and then they were really good. I think the Heat's going to be out of gas. Suns Lakers under 210.5.
That game does scare me.
When the Lakers are at their best, they're playing great defense, and I think that's how they win this series. Lakers Suns under 210.5. I also agree with Marty. Blazers -4. Their guards are too good. Their guards are too good for the Nuggets. And then I got Reds Nationals under 8. I can't remember the pitchers at all, but I know the pitchers. Scherzer's one of them. Not Scherzer. Strasburg's one of them. And then I can't remember the other one.
You know, the Bucks game scares me a little bit.
Why?
That's why I didn't bet it.
I smell. I'm about to be on the other side. Too.
Yeah, I kind of like the Heat because of the number, but I could also I don't know. It's just a scary game to me. The number is weird to me.
Ben Mintz.
All right. Well,
First
first
of
of
all,
all, let me take the 0-7 to the face.
Hold on. Congratulations to the Ole Miss Rebels and their women's golf team for their national championship yesterday.
Thank you. I will say this: first women's national title in the 173-year history of Ole Miss.
First national title for you guys.
In a while, yeah.
Yeah. No. You've never won an actual team national title. You've claimed some, but you've never won any.
Well, I mean, it's hard to argue because we probably have it. But on the other hand, really, it is a great accomplishment, though. 173 years, first women's national title. Really.
Now, Mississippi State women finished 3rd at the Barstool Letter Play Classic. Ole Miss won the NCAA championship. Which one's a better accomplishment?
They're both pretty damn good, but I'm going to have to say national championship and Ole Miss, not words that have ever been synonymous, so I'm trying to enjoy it no matter.
We had the weird exchange last night. We're on Twitter. Your fans just hate me. But
That's true.
on Twitter,
True.
you were like, champion sip, and I was like, oh, come on. Are you kidding? You can't say, that's the lamest shit. Don't say champion sip. And they were like, oh, you're jealous? Not really. I mean, congratulations to them. I certainly don't hate the Ole Miss women's golf team. You know, I'm sure when we were good at women's basketball a couple of years ago, you guys didn't hate that.
That game, they all had that awesome, really famous game.
Oh, we had multiple. Yeah, we beat UConn. We didn't get the streak.
Then OT. Yeah, that was okay.
Go ahead.
All right, so let me take the 0-7 to the face. I got the shit kicked out of me yesterday. Bill Parcells says you are what your record says you are.
I mean,
it can't be worse today because I have 6 picks.
Mincy, you were literally 2 days ago in 2nd place with eyeball emojis coming at me 4 units behind, and now you're in 4th.
Yeah, no. Ev had a really similar thing a few days ago where he got
dirty
real
game.
hot and then crushed. So today we're going to try to bounce back. I'm going with Bieber, laying a run and a half, and the first 5 under 3.5 in Indians Tigers because of the good pitching matchup. I got the Rays by 1.5 because they're playing KC at home. Yankees because I like German in game 1. NBA, I'm taking I'm taking the Heat. I'm taking the Heat plus 1.5.
I like German.
Yeah, the Heat plus 1.5 because Game 3s are usually bounce backs to dodge sweeps, and I think the Bucks are public. And I guess we're all gonna die on this Blazers hill today, huh? I'm a little concerned all of a sudden.
All four of us on the
But
Blazers.
those are my picks for today. And hey, at least we can't go in 7 because I have 6 picks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it happens. I've been 0-7 before, multiple times.
Oh.
So,
yeah.
Way too many times.
but that. You know what sucks about going 0-7? There's so many times where you go 0-7 and you're like, I don't want to go on the show because it's embarrassing. But really, you go 0-7. That's just a lot of fucking money.
It's a lot of money. Yeah, I don't even care about.
Yeah.
I don't care about the chirps.
Yeah, I don't give a
It's-
shit
it's
about
the
the
money.
show.
You know what's crazy too? Like I'm obviously having a fantastic month, and you still get chirps for being a bad gambler.
Well, you'll never
no
grow
one
out of that.
cares,
Yeah.
but no one cares. It's like I'm up killing it this month, and everyone's still like, oh, we probably only bets $10, or it's like, oh, you still suck.
But
It's
I
like,
think even you
okay.
would say, even though you're hot right now, you are a bad
I
gambler.
know I am, but you
Yeah.
gotta at least acknowledge that I'm killing it this month.
I hate the people that shame the bet amount stuff though, because it's like gamble responsibly. It's supposed to be fun.
Oh,
Like people are just so like, hey, I have a big cock. I bet $1,000 a game. Like,
Sorry about saying that.
yeah, but it's just in general though. Like, why do like I don't understand why
Like
people
show
shame.
a
Like
bet
people,
slip, it's like-
it's entertainment. It's fun. Like I don't know.
And if you know me, you know what I'm betting. I literally I took the time to go to Philly yesterday and put $200 on the tip bet.
Is nobody else just alarmed by the fact that he just said big cock? Like,
I enjoyed
Ben
it.
doesn't talk like that.
I know I enjoyed it when he
Yeah, I
said
It's
it.
did
funny.
too.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah.
more perverted.
Just
content.
came out with big cock all of a sudden. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
wow.
big cock is fun to say.
Big cock is fun to say.
But I used to
Slap
be
it on
like,
the
no,
table.
but when I was younger, I used to fire like really high, and it was like a thing of pride. Like, hey, I risk this much on games. I'm
Why did
so
you-
cool.
Why did you talk like that?
I don't know. But
I've
but
given
no,
up
but I mean,
on-
but like as I've gotten older, like I'm confident in who I am, and if you want to bet $20 or $50 a game, then God bless you. You know, more power to you. Like,
Oh yeah.
I just really hate the people that are like, oh, you won, but you put 30. I mean, come on, man.
I given up on that. I also
Yeah,
know how
it's
much
like-
I gamble. I know how much we all do. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
What are you coming in here all blazing for?
I have to share something.
Share it.
Ooh, we have a special
Jeff
announcement.
has to share something.
One of our producers, Tyler Goochman,
Yeah.
great guy, great kid,
The great goose.
big
yeah.
partier from Arizona. He said, do we have a name for the trophy? And he gave me a name idea that I think you'll like. I hope this lands. This is best. Put myself on the spot.
All right.
You know, like the Conn Smythe Trophy?
Yeah.
He said, call it the Conn's Life Trophy. L-I-E.
Oh,
Just name it after
yes,
Conn's being a
please.
massive
Yes,
cheater.
being a cheater. Yes. The Conn's life cheater. Yes. Done. Done.
No,
Just
that's pretty
imagine-
good.
Do I have
That's
to
pretty
stamp?
good.
Yes. Go.
I'm sorry, I had to.
No, that's pretty good.
Shout out.
It's crazy that he still says.
You know, that team might break up, by the way. Remember something.
I would think so. You don't want to
You
be
can't
involved
have
with
the
a cheater.
cheater. Yeah.
They beat us at the end of the regular season. I think it was questionable.
They beat me 4 times.
Yeah, they beat us in a game, and I don't know. I thought it was looking back. Thought it was questionable.
I gotta get rid of those 4 losses too. My record sounds a lot better at 45-28 than it does at 41-32.
It's tough. He still hasn't said anything, right? He's like, I just didn't cheat.
Yeah, he says he didn't cheat. He just knows arenas, despite
lo-
not getting any arena questions ever from then
Would
on.
you respect it more if he did say he cheated?
I would, yeah. I'd drop it. I would never mention it again.
Yeah, but okay.
if he said, you know what, I did, I'd be like, I'd never mention it again.
no, yeah.
But since he continues to say, I can't have it looking like you know more than me.
That's why I told everybody with trivia you can't cheat because you will get like that's like me getting a bunch of answers right. It's like I know I'm not good at trivia. Just gotta know when it's
Yeah, but
when
you're
to
the
drop it.
trivia GM.
I'm gonna be the best GM there is.
You've got to buy. You got to buy a suit.
Of course, I had a suit.
Can we
I
have a
had suit.
transfer portal for all this free agency?
Yeah, I'm gonna start putting out some feelers who I want on my team. I don't want to just get. I'm not just gonna get athletes or I'm gonna get a good team.
You know what? You're right. We're calling it free agency, but we ain't getting paid for this. So transfer portal.
That's
And
what it
teams,
really is,
Teams,
transfer
teams are
portal.
realigning. You know, grabbing who's
There just might be
available.
some expansion teams.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the conference might expand. You know,
Yeah.
well, conference realignment.
The league's expanding. Things are growing.
All right, so we got 1 minute left. I don't know what
Stream tonight.
stream tonight. We are streaming tonight.
Yes.
Stream tonight for the Bucks.
The Bucks
The
and
Bucks
Heat.
Heat game.
We're streaming from here.
Yep.
Streaming from here.
Starting at
It's gonna
8
be
o'clock.
Right, it's gonna
8
be right after the dozen.
Yeah, but say watch the dozen before 7 o'clock championship. The big screaming honkers against the Misfits. I'm excited for it. It's been special run getting here for very special. Love
Yep.
it.
Yep. Mm.
Getting to beat Brandon 3 times in anything. I mean, gotta love it. Although I'll say Coley
Let's
and
play that music.
yeah, I'd say Coley and Robbie Fox had probably more to do with it than I did. I don't want to sit here and claim. I can't really sit here and claim I beat Brandon solely in trivia.
Shout out
That'd be a
Colby.
lot.
Love you, Colby.
Yeah. Who am
Love
I going
you
to talk
guys.
about with jam bands now?
God
I'm gonna
bless,
miss you.
brother.
I'll miss it here, guys. It's been an honor. Love you guys.
4.5 years you were here?
4.5 years. Almost 5.
Fairly well.
I'm not going to say
Yeah,
goodbye
fairly-
because I'm on the yak with you.
Yeah, I'll see you in 5 minutes.
I'll hug you later. All
Fairly
right, that's
well.
Big Central. The yak is up next.